My video froze. Let's try that again. Okay, so so all of these are describing long actions. So we do a weird thing in English that a lot of other languages do not do, which is we divide actions into long actions and short actions. This is a really weird way to categorize stuff, but this is what we do in English. So, general rule is if it is a short action, we use a simple tense. And if it is a long or continuing action, we use a continuous or progressive tense. Now, the question I always get from students is, teacher, how do we know if it is a long or short action? And my answer to that is actually, like, you have to imagine the situation. Something I think we fail to do as English teachers is we fail to encourage students to put themselves inside of grammar, or to put grammar inside of our living situations. Grammar, we teach it like it's math, and then you have to like fill in equations in a textbook, and then it's really hard to apply grammar to our everyday life. But if you imagine situations, it's easier to choose which tense you want to use. So, for example, if I have a verb like meet, if you imagine what it means to meet someone, so I say, hi, my name is Justine, what's your name? And they say, hi, my name is Sarah. Finished. We met. Short time. But if I use a verb like teach, and you imagine the act of teaching takes a long time. It is a long action. So more usually, I'm going to use a continuous tense for the verb teach, because generally teaching is an action that takes a long time. Sometimes you can choose, right? So I can say, he left the party. That's a simple tense, so it's a short action. And in my brain, I imagine a person being like, okay, bye everybody, bye, gone, left, short action. Or if you are one of those people that before you leave a party, you have to say goodbye to every single person, that becomes a long action. Like, bye Sarah, I'm leaving. Oh, thank you for the party. Like, bye John, see you later. Okay, bye. Like, and you know, some people take a long time. And so we would say she was leaving the party for half an hour, because we're going to stress that it took her a long time in the action of leaving. So when you consciously choose a simple tense or a progressive tense or continuous tense, what you are telling the English ear is that one action is short or finished and one action is long or continuous. Okay, so these are true for all continuous tenses. So all continuous tenses are long actions. Now, we have a weird rule, which is like you cannot use continuous tenses with state verbs. So a state verb is like believe, love, hope. There's a whole list of state verbs. So even if the action is long, you have to use the simple tense. So state verbs are always in the simple tense. Now, of course, there is exceptions to this exception, and this is a way that the language is changing right now in our culture. So, like 15 years ago, love was a state verb, and it had to be used in a simple tense because it was a state verb. But McDonald's did an advertising campaign, and it was like, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum, I'm loving it. And they put the word love in the present continuous. I am loving it. And that changed grammar for most people. So now people use love and hate to talk about how they are feeling in the moment. Like, I am hating this heat, but I am loving the summer. Don't use this in writing, but it's definitely used in speech now. So, I don't know. This is a weird rule. Okay. So we use the verb to be to explain where we are in time. And then, generally as a rule, to help me remember the rules of continuous tenses, is usually, for the most part, you take the rules of the simple tense and then you just add if it's a long action. So we take our rules for the future with will, and then we're just like, it's the same rules, but we use the continuous when it's a long action as well. So this is going to be true for the past perfect continuous, meaning it's the same rules as the past perfect, just for long actions in the past. So I'm going to pause the video and make a new board, and we can talk about what that looks like. Okay. Dun 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 dun. I'm loving it.